Hello, everyone. Welcome. We are back, episode 23 of the Book Buzz, and my guest today is Alicia. Hi, Alicia. How you doing?
Hi, Mr. Bailey. How you doing?
I am great, and I am excited to talk about this book. This was a new book for me. I hadn't read it before, but then as I was doing some research and looking, I see it's a classic. I was missing out on a classic, so thank you for introducing me to this classic, Stephanie's Ponytail. Can you tell us a little bit about what this book is all about?
Well, it's about when a girl goes to school, Stephanie, and she wears a ponytail. And every girl's like, ugly, ugly, very ugly. Well, and then the next day they wear the same ponytail. Well, that's kind of confusing because they just said it's ugly, right?
Yeah, I was kind of confused by that too. It was interesting because, they tell her, and she goes to have a variety of different styles. She puts it on top of her head and at the side and in front of her. But every time they tell her, oh, that's ugly, but then they all follow along and do it. It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So you had some theories about that. What do you think was going on with that?
Well, I was thinking it was when, all the girls liked her hair so much they were jealous, so they copied her. And they try to make her jealous by saying ugly, ugly, very ugly, and then they copy her.
Right. So maybe they liked it, but maybe they were jealous that they didn't come up with it. They didn't want her to get credit for it. But then the next day, they were all copying her style. So she was really upset by that everyone was copying her style. How would you feel if you did something and people started copying it? Would you be upset that they were copying it, or would you be more flattered that they were doing something that you thought was cool or something that you thought was stylish like everybody else was doing? How would you feel about that?
Well, I would feel flattered because, everyone would be following me and, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. So you wouldn't be upset that they were copying you? You'd be more flattered.
But if they kept copying me, then I would kind of be upset.
Yeah, and you'd definitely be upset if they were calling you ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would not be good. But Stephanie gets the last laugh in the end, right?
Oh, yeah. So at the end is my favorite part because they, so she says, I'm not going to wear a ponytail, I'm going to go bald. And the next day that first shows up is the teacher. And then
See, that's what happened to me.
Yeah.
I thought we were all going bald, and yes.
Yeah, and then they all come up bald, and then Stephanie came back with a nice ponytail on the back of her head, just like me. See, I'm wearing a ponytail.
There you go. Yes, very nice. You have your ponytail in.
You could be one of the.
I was going to wear my ponytail, but I went with her and thought we were supposed to go bald. So, sorry, I missed out on that one. So, this is a really fun book. I really enjoyed it, and it goes through and it has some good lessons. And I think you did a nice job explaining them. So, I see you're reading, just a little book that maybe some of you have heard about. Maybe some of you went to the movie theater over the break. Just a little teeny production here. This little book called Wonder, if you haven't heard of it. It's kind of a big thing.
It's really good, too.
And she told me, she said, this is a library book. She said, I need to finish it because there is a huge line.
Yeah, and my mom's right here on Justin, so she's reading it, too. But I'm way ahead of her, and I'm on the last part of August. So.
So you have a double bookmark here. See, this is really smart. I don't know if you noticed this, but she has a folded piece of paper. This is a double bookmark. This is the page Mom is on. This is the page Alicia is on.
And I'm way ahead of her.
You are way ahead of her. So did you go and see the movie yet?
No, not yet, but we will.
You will.
See it when we finish the book.
When you finish the book. That's the rule. You have to finish the book first. That's a good rule.
And when
I
I
like
finish
that rule.
it, then my mom has to finish it, so I might have to wait until she finishes it.
Man, you might be waiting for it before it might be on a DVD.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure Mom will jump right on it and she'll finish that really quickly. I heard it's a great movie.
It is.
I loved the book. I'm really excited. My son Evan, he just finished the book last week, and he said the same thing. He said, I want to read the book before I go see the movie, but it sounds like the movie, everyone that I've talked to that's read the book and seen the movie, they've loved both of them. So I am really excited to go see Wonder, and I'm glad that you're reading it. So, all right. Well, thank you very much for sharing both of these books. You've been an awesome guest.
You're welcome.
All right.